We have some very big Librela news, and this really concerns you because guess what? No one is talking about this, but we are talking about it because I did make a commitment to you guys. So here we are once again. Now, a month ago, the Wall Street Journal published a story about Zoetis, a major player in the animal health space, speculating that the arthritis drugs Librela and Solensia had played or may have played a role in the death of several pets. And several pets is a massive understatement because we got a lot of comments in the videos we have subsequently made about the topic. Well, Kirstin Peck, Zoetis CEO, gave an interview and said this, and I quote, "We are really excited. We did $100 million related to Librela in their latest quarter. 189% growth in the latest quarter. It's doing a fantastic job for osteoarthritis in dogs, and really the difference that it makes, you can watch all the videos of really just the change you have seen in pets. I certainly saw it in my own." And then the interviewer said, well, you do have seen any of the videos that have been going around regarding the possible side effects of the drug? And she says, look, I think everyone sometimes looks for community, and my heart goes on to anyone whose pet is sick. But the reality is that the overwhelming majority of pets and pet owners who have used Librela have had an outstanding experience, and that has been really awesome. And the product is safe and efficacious. It's been used for over 3 years with 14 million doses used. So we stand by the product and it has been awesome, end quote. So please let me know in the comments what your experience has been with Librela and Solensia, but this is where we stand currently at the moment. And I have created all other videos talking for and against and try to give a bit of a balanced opinion and take on the whole Librela and Solensia issue, because I don't think this is going to go away. Now, there are two comments that are very important, I think, for this issue. Now, the first one is that I do believe there's a serious underreporting of adverse effects with the new medication. And one of the reasons is, I think, because when maybe some vets are told about this, they are maybe either not considering any side effects or being blunt or knowing enough about the product. So if your dog or cat suffers from arthritis, you take them to the vet and the vet says, well, we have this thing, how about this? And you just go, yes, you trust your vet, and that's how the conversation goes, really. But they haven't really given you much explanation, and that sometimes, I think, is what kills vets' reputation, in my opinion, which is the lack of explaining whenever you have a problem with your dog or cat. So if you have a dog with pancreatitis, they fail to mention triglycerides, they fail to mention diet, they fail to mention hyperlipidemia, for example, excess fat in the blood. And I would suggest that sometimes whenever you go to your vet with your dog or cat who has had this sort of adverse effect or condition, arthritis, they fail to maybe potentially tell you that, hey, things could go south, or does the dog have any underlying conditions? This injection or this treatment might put unnecessary pressure on the dog or cat's liver, and so that can be a factor that I don't think it's been taken into full account. Now, I'm not talking out of Maria, I'm talking about, I have received hundreds and hundreds of comments, so I am pretty well positioned, I think, to give some sort of opinion. Now, another comment is that sadly, when these symptoms appear, some vets have no idea, they don't consider the consequences. And it's very, very hard to establish a one-to-one correlation and causation. And one of the points that I have always made regarding this drug is that it's hard because your dog or cat might be getting on. I have a very old golden retriever, and I know that any sort of further injection, any treatment might tip him over the edge for whatever reason. So if your dog or cat already has some sort of comorbidity, poor diet, poor health, then this treatment might tip them over the edge. And that is something that I don't think has been discussed enough within vet practices, because at the end of the day, anytime a vet is recommending this, they are getting paid, they are making money from this drug. Zoetis is making money from the drug, your vet is making money from the drug. So it's in Zoetis's best interest, and it's in your vet's best interest for you to say, yes, go on, let's go, let's have a go. And let me be very, very blunt about this. This might be the best course of action, the best treatment that we have available, because again, 14 million doses and growing every single day, that might be very, very efficacious. So we can say that the drug is efficacious and that it works for the majority of people. Maybe we can agree on that. What we do also agree on is that we need to be told about the possible side effects. We can't just be ignorant. We can't just walk blindly into things. I spoke to an arthritis expert, Steve Dale, and you can watch the interview on the channel, and I'll pull it up over here somewhere. And he was saying that this drug is completely fine, it's efficacious, and there is nothing to worry about, and that is very, very hard to, again, prove the one-to-one correlation and causation. And he had no vested interest in Zoetis. And he also made the observation that at the end of the day, it is your responsibility, anytime you say yes or no to the vet, to whatever treatment they suggest, to whatever recommendation they make, it is down to you. Now, let me tell you something about vets sometimes. For example, here in the UK, if you go and request a blood allergy test or whatever, they might put you on a prescription diet, and that prescription diet might or might not contain sugar, actually, and sugar is pretty pernicious for dogs or cats, yet it is in prescription dog food. So if they are clueless about nutrition and they recommend wheat gluten rich dog foods or cat foods, then how well versed are they to tell you what to do with your dog and have the real authority to be like, this is going to work 100%? Maybe they aren't making those claims after all. Maybe they're just saying, listen, we have this thing, do you want it? And it's down to you to say yes or no. A lot of the comments we have received were of people that said, hey, I have been giving my dog Librela, I have been giving my cat Solensia, and 2-3 weeks down the line, the symptoms or other comorbidities or other issues arise, and I stopped the treatment and those issues went away. Or after 2 or 3 treatments, my dog or cat got really, really sick. And we even have reports of people who had said, Librela, Solensia, kill my cat, end off. Now, once again, elderly pets, was it the drug? Was it something else? And I think, again, it has to do with, we need to put the message out that this might be a miracle drug. It might really work for you. Congratulations if it does, and I am incredibly happy for you. if it has worked. And according to Zoetis and Kirstin, the drug works and it's fine, and they stand by the drug. So that's what they say. But it's very, very hard for people who have lost their pets to be told that the drug is fine and everything is fine, and they feel that they have been mistreated or they haven't been explained something properly. So if you are in the camp that hasn't been explained something properly, do voice your opinion. Carry on banging the drum. There are a few Facebook groups, and I'm gonna post this on some of you or of your Facebook groups, so we can carry on bringing awareness to the drug and to these issues. And you can empathize with other people. You can be kind and courteous, and you can voice your opinion. Always try to be nice, but do voice your opinion. Try to be firm and try not to shut up. Because if something is wrong with the sales process from Zoetis to the vet, from the vet to the consumer, to you, then those issues need to be addressed. And if people aren't being told the full picture, they need to be told the full picture. And in that case, if something goes wrong, then, well, you have been told all the pros and cons. And so it is for you to decide. Now, I would speculate, and this is only a speculation, that maybe, and just maybe, it's in Zoetis' best interest and in vets' best interest and in the sales reps' best interest to give you a pamphlet and to give you a leaflet and be like, these are the side effects, and the side effects will be on page 3 or 4 or 2 or 1 or whatever, and tell you very nice things about the product, tell you everything that the product is going to do for your pet and how your pet is going to be incredibly young once again. And I was watching Amazon Prime the other day and I saw an ad for Librela, and again, it plays on the dog not being able to move, not being as springy as it once were, and they want you to go to your vet and be like, hey, I've seen this on Amazon. Do you recommend it for arthritis for my pet? And what do you think they are going to say? Well, you have seen the ad, you have come to the vet, we are going to provide you with the treatment. And if something goes wrong, well, it was your decision. So again, it comes down to education. If we can put the message out there and to have as many educated information, as much education available for the topic, the better this is going to be for everyone. Let me know what you think in the comments. I am going to carry on banging the drum on this, and we have Q&As every Wednesday, and I read out all the comments. So the more you guys comment, the more I get into the subjects, because at the end of the day, the Q&As, you drive them. So whatever you guys want to talk about, we are going to carry on talking about. And I think this story has legs. I don't think this is the end of it. I haven't heard anything from anyone who wants to come on the pod and give the other side. So Steve Dale, arthritis expert, incredibly kind guy, was for Librela and Solensia, and he got a little bit of stick from some of you guys, understandably so, maybe because you were upset, but he was absolutely lovely, don't get me wrong. I haven't had the opportunity to speak to any other people who might be against the drug, who are professionals, who are experts. And let me tell you, the big pharma and big corporations are incredibly powerful. So I think we are going to struggle, you are going to struggle to get anyone to present your side of the equation unless they are independent, like we are, and we can just talk about whatever we want, and we do so quite freely. So please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.